Choosing the wrong SOC 2 compliance platform can cost you. It could waste hundreds of thousands of dollars and delay your audit by months. It's like trying to win a race with a flat tire. No matter how hard you work, you're not getting there on time. But with the right platform, you can streamline compliance to save time and cut costs. Imagine spending over 80 hours setting up your platform only to realize your team still isn't ready for compliance. What if you could avoid all that frustration and get it right the first time? The wrong decision doesn't just waste your time, it puts your contracts, your growth, and even your reputation at risk. Think of choosing a SOC 2 compliance platform like hiring a guide for a climb up a mountain. You don't want someone who will get you halfway up and leave you stranded. My name's Christian Corey. I've worked at Deloitte and Bell in governance, risk, and compliance. Today I run Easy Audit, which is an AI platform that helps you achieve SOC 2 compliance in half the time for half the cost. So today I'm walking you through the 7 biggest mistakes to avoid when choosing a SOC 2 compliance platform. Let's make sure you pick the right tool for your company. The first mistake is overlooking user interface and experience. Okay, first mistake, ignoring how the platform feels to use. If a tool is clunky or confusing, it's going to slow you down. And trust me, you don't have time for that. Here's what to watch for. Do you have to watch hours of tutorials just to figure out the basics? Are there endless drop-downs or hidden features? If the platform isn't intuitive, it's a sign of trouble. My advice is during the demo, ask yourself, could I navigate this on my own? If the answer is no, just move on. Next up, don't fall for flashy promises. Some vendors will tell you their platform can do everything under the sun, unlimited capabilities, seamless integrations. It sounds great, but what does it actually mean? Ask them to explain how their platform works with your systems. If they're vague or overpromising without clear examples, it's a red flag. The best vendors are transparent. They tell you what their software can and can't do. Mistake number 3 is skipping the risk assessment. So let me break this down for you. A risk assessment is like doing a fire drill for your business. It's a step-by-step process. It finds risks like data breaches, system outages, or unauthorized access to sensitive info. Then it plans how to prevent it. For example, if your company stores your customers' credit card info, what happens if a hacker tries to steal it? A risk assessment helps you find your weak spots. You can then fix them before something bad happens. This step is the backbone of SOC 2 compliance. A good SOC 2 platform won't just give you a checklist. It will help you analyze your business's specific risks and give you a plan to fix them. Think of it like a personal security coach guiding you to protect your business. Okay, mistake number 4 is critical. Is the platform built for audit readiness? Now, if you're not familiar with audits, think of them like having an inspection for your business. An auditor is basically someone checking to make sure your company is doing what it promised when it comes to keeping data safe. Audit readiness means being prepared for that inspection. Imagine you're running a restaurant and the health inspector shows up. If you don't have your food storage, cleaning schedules, and temperature logs ready, you're gonna panic. The same goes for SOC 2. If you don't have your evidence like security policies, access logs, or training records ready to show the auditor, it'll delay your certification. A good platform does more than tell you what evidence to collect. It organizes it and maps it to the auditor's exact criteria. Look for features like automated evidence collection and pre-mapped controls. These can save you weeks of scrambling to gather information. Mistake number 5 is ignoring the feedback mechanism. Let's talk about feedback, and this one's huge. When you're choosing a SOC 2 compliance platform, you're not just buying software. You're entering a relationship with a vendor. And just like any good relationship, communication is key. Here's the thing. Does the vendor actually want to hear your feedback? And more importantly, do they care about your success with their platform? Many platforms claim to listen, but once you sign the contract, they don't care. And you've probably been there before. You start talking to a sales rep, they promise you, we're here for you, we'll ensure your success, and you'll have what you need. But once you sign, they disappear. Poof, like a magician. Now you're stuck with a generic support team, or worse, a call center. Their answers feel scripted and no one understands your needs. They don't know your business and they don't care if you succeed or fail. That's not just frustrating, it's a huge risk to your compliance journey. So how do you avoid this? Ask the hard questions up front. During the demo, ask the vendor, what happens after I sign the contract? Will I have a dedicated point of contact? And how accessible are they? What is the average response time? Am I waiting hours or days? How do you handle user feedback? Can you show me examples of changes you've made based on customer input? A good vendor will have clear answers to these questions. They'll show you how they use user feedback. Sometimes they might have a feedback portal, regular updates, or a customer advisory board. These are signs they're invested in improving the platform and helping you succeed. Even more importantly, they should be able to tell you who will support you after the sale. Look for vendors that assign dedicated account managers or have robust customer success teams. These people are there to ensure you're successful, not just to sell you something and move on. And here's a pro tip: read reviews carefully. Pay attention to what users are saying about support and the post-sale experience. Are there complaints about being passed around or ignored after signing up? That would be a red flag. At the end of the day, the right platform isn't just about features, it's about trust. You want a vendor who sees your success as their own. They should stick around for the long haul, listen to your needs, and act on your feedback. So don't settle for a vendor who ghosts you after the sale. Your compliance journey is too important for that. Mistake number 6 is underestimating the total cost and value. Let's talk about cost. It's not just about what you're paying up front, it's about the total cost of ownership over time. Now here's the mistake: focusing only on the sticker price and not digging deeper into what you'll actually end up paying. Many platforms seem affordable at first, but watch out for hidden costs. Extra fees for API usage, integrations, and features, those can add up. So can support costs. And here's the common trap: vendors often offer a great intro price to get you in the door, only to hit you with surprise price hikes after the first year. And by the way, we made a SOC 2 compliance cost calculator so you can see roughly how much you can expect to spend on your SOC 2 journey. So I'll leave the link to that below. Think long term. When you choose a SOC 2 compliance platform, you're not just signing up for a year. You're committing to a tool that you'll likely use for your company's lifetime. SOC 2 compliance isn't a one and done process, it's ongoing. You'll be relying on this platform for years to maintain your compliance as your business grows. So ask yourself, will I still be happy with this platform in 3 years? Look at how they treat their long-term customers. Are they transparent about costs? Do they have a history of sudden price increases or making you pay for features you thought were included? These are red flags you need to catch before you sign. So during your demo, get clarity on what's included in the base price. Are there any additional fees for features or frameworks I'll need later? How do you handle pricing changes over time? Also, think about the value you're getting. A cheaper platform might save you money today, but if it slows you down or lacks key features, it'll cost you more in the long run. It might also create gaps in your compliance process. Remember, your time is money, and so is your team's. Ultimately, you're not just choosing a platform, you're choosing a partner for your compliance journey. Make sure it's someone you can trust to have your back, not just now, but years down the line. The right platform should make you feel confident and supported for the long haul, without any nasty surprises along the way. Okay, mistake number 7 is dismissing user communities and bad reviews. Choosing a SOC 2 compliance platform is a long-term decision, so it's critical to understand how the vendor supports its users after the sale. Many platforms overpromise in their sales and in their marketing. After you sign, support is unresponsive, or there's surprise fees. Ignoring user feedback and reviews can lead to costly regrets. When evaluating vendors, ask them, how do they handle feedback? Do they improve based on user input? What kind of support will I receive? Will I get a dedicated account manager or be stuck with generic support? Do they foster a strong user community? Active communities show the vendor values its customers. What do other users say? Watch out for patterns and complaints about poor support, hidden costs, or unkept promises. Your compliance depends on a vendor you can trust to deliver and support you for the long haul. Research reviews to ensure the platform meets your needs, and don't ignore other people's experiences. Okay, so let's recap. The 7 biggest mistakes to avoid are ignoring user interface and experience, falling for unreasonable promises, skipping a proper risk assessment, neglecting audit readiness, overlooking feedback mechanisms, underestimating total cost and value, and dismissing user reviews and communities. The right SOC 2 platform can make compliance faster, cheaper, and a whole lot less stressful. Take the time to evaluate your options carefully because it's worth it. Now, if you need to achieve SOC 2 compliance, click the link below after this video. It'll book a free demo with Easy Audit. You'll see how to get your SOC 2 report in half the time and at half the cost. You'll also get a confirmation email in your inbox with the exact date and time of your demo, so you can see exactly how our AI-powered platform can fuel your compliance journey. That's it for today. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.